Welcome to episode 1274 of the Multifamily Collective. Tonight I wanted to talk about the robots coming. How do you keep the robot from taking your job? Suffice it to say, with the Great Resignation, which I think is probably it's probably motivated and predicated by a really good premise, right? People are reimagining their life and the meaning of life and things of that nature on the heels of COVID. But I think the the primary motivators are also creating a catalyst for employers across the country, no matter the nature of that employment or employer rather, to look at robotics and look at automation, look at outsourcing, look at all the alternatives to having an actual human do work in their organization. I just read a story tonight about Panda Express implementing, and a lot of other fast food restaurants implementing technology, robotics, to stir certain foods at certain times, or to actually load ingredients into a pot or a pan and stir the ingredients as it is getting cooked. That is eliminating people and the need for people. And the multifamily space is not immune to automation. It's not immune to robotics. It's not immune to these processes being put in place that will displace team members. We've been seeing it for years here on the Multifamily Collective. Prior to being named the Multifamily Collective as Apartment Hacker, we've been saying it from way back when. I lived in St. Louis at the time we started talking about this. So over 6 years ago, we started talking about the idea of these technologies making their way into the multifamily space and displacing workers. Here we are. It's happening. And my encouragement to you as it relates to this particular topic is get ready. If you're not ready, if you haven't been listening to the Apartment Hacker in Multifamily Collective, yours truly, and trust me, I'm not the only person that is out there promoting this idea. I just happen to read about it all of the time. But my encouragement to you is if you want to protect your job from the robot, be the person in your organization that actually helps your organization automate your job. Because here's what happens. If you become the subject matter expert in terms of automating your job, or robotizing, if that's a word, your job, creating an automated process or an outsourced process, if you become that person, that subject matter expert, that person that connects the dots and finds the process, the automated process, you all of a sudden become the go-to for automating other processes, other systems, other disciplines, other routines. That's how you protect your job if you're subject to being outsourced or automated. You have to do it now. The wave, the groundswell is happening. That's happened. It's happening. And the tsunami of automation or outsourcing or elimination altogether, not of your job so much as the whole process, will make a landfall. Kind of like open up Google and type in tsunami and watch some of the videos. You sort of see this, you don't realize it. All of a sudden you see it because it's knocking down first the lawn chairs that sit on the beach, next the palm trees that are back the beach, next the pool furniture that sits around the pool of the hotel. Next, it's flooding the first 3 floors of the hotel, and so on and so forth. That's happening today. It's been happening for the better part, let's say the better part of a decade at this point. If you're not already working on automating your job, do it today so that you become the subject matter expert in that automation and or that outsourcing, so that you protect your interest in your organization, in your personal life, in your organization. I don't mean to sound the alarm or be alarmist about it, but I read more and more stories every day where automation is eliminating the need for a human being. So please, please, please heed the warning. Go out and make yourself a subject matter expert. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.